Are you looking for answers about extraterrestrials or maybe the true meaning of life? Then you have come to the right place. Welcome to the Ivan Teller online broadcast. Please subscribe to this YouTube channel. And for more details, please visit ivanteller.com and learn more about your galactic families.
Greetings all, thank you for joining us for tonight's channeling. It's been a while. For tonight, it's going to be, might be a bit more unusual than usual. So we'll just jump right in there and let you know, let the aliens and the spirit world say what they have to say. So thank you all for being here. As usual, we'll do a message portion and then questions. Sounds like a preacher in some regard, but anyway, blessings all, and much love, and here we go. Greetings. I am Lucifer, the angelic energies that is connected to you all in some form or another. You've all connected to me in some regard throughout your many lifetimes. But here tonight, we send a blessing to you of one of great importance, because your energy levels will be lifting more to the heavens as you allow the alien energies to send you messages. And those who are not sure of what is coming through, still have skepticism, will eventually be able to live their skepticism. As for living what is truly in your earth, that is a spiritual form, the skepticism will eventually wash away once you are fully prepared for the truth of your world. Realize many are not ready for the truth of your earth. This is why they have not seen aliens, angels, because many are not prepared for it. They have their daily lives, and that's all they need. Those of skepticism, but those that want proof have to be truly wanting proof to see it, and many are not prepared for it. For those that are prepared, a light is coming to you, a tunnel of energy of information that will be forming, coming to your door, you can say, forming in front of you, around you, as you move forward in your spiritual awakenings. Tonight there is a different in form. As for your alien friends, have many messages for you that might transform many or all, for that matter, as we are coming to a peak of transition. And that is all I can say at this time. Blessings to you as your eyes open more and your souls become more healed. Greetings. I'm Ishtar, part of, you can say I'm a grand commander of many fleets in your Pleiadian fleets in your universe, connected to many star fleets, as your Earth will call it. Actually, that's one of our terms that you borrowed. We are connected to the Galactic Federation of Light, Ashtar Command, etc. You can say all of the alien races are now combining forces, as they already have, but as for communication, to give you an insight of what are we doing at this time. We give you some, but we hold back much. You are now going into a new phase of awakening process, much more complicated than others. Our presence is going to become more known to this channeler and others when they are ready. Our presence is going to become more heard, as yes, we do see much skepticism about your societies because they are not ready, as what was just said. They are not ready. Your society mostly is not ready, but that does not mean we should not knock on your door no matter what. How else do we prepare you for disclosure if you do not know who we are, what we look like, where we preside? So we're going to become more informative over the next coming years. This is the early start of it. We have done this in certain areas to certain beings, but now we're going to our student beings. I guess that works. But a new transition, a new shift is coming through where our presence is going to become more well known, more than ever before. We are allowed to take that next step. At least through channelings at this time, as you get to the word out into your society, your celebrities eventually will not be able to ignore, but also feel much comfort in it because they are connected to us, just as everyone else is connected to alien energies. The reason I mentioned celebrities because they're the ones that get the word out a little bit quicker than others, and many of your humans seem to follow them for some strange reason. We still do not understand that. That is not part of our way of doing things, but apparently your Earth seems to follow celebrity for some bizarre... We're still analyzing and understanding that. That is not part of our cultures. But for all of you, realize we're going to move forward more. As for going into details, for this channel and others, as I said, more details into our very well existence. As we are, yes, you can say we're hitting the road, you can say. But as for more details, that will come through shortly. But at this time, this is good enough. We will go into more details, I believe, very shortly or after this broadcast. But until then, there's a message from the Arcturian, so we will leave you be. Blessings. We are the Weirins. Galactic Federation of Light. The message for you is that many Weirins, many of you humans are going through a blockage of memory. Much has to do with past lives that many were unfortunate that is living within you at this time. As we connect more with your society, we're allowing you those, and you are allowing it also for it to be released. And as these lifetimes are released, more positivity will come through, you'll be able to see more of your society more clearly and who you are as a light body spirit. as we are. At this time, you can say your human body is more caked in some regard from all these past lives, even from alien and human lifetimes, mostly human, that are keeping blockages from you understanding alien information. But not all are like this, as you can see, because many of your star seeds are very well awakened to us. But many here are blocked from their many lifetimes. That will be removed over time. As you see, there's many on your planet unwilling to change that and remove that, allow it to be changed. So that would be in your coming time. For much weird energies, many within our race has been through much war, and that lives through many here on this planet. They don't remember anything. They don't remember the galactic wars, even wars on your planet, such as your Civil War, that was not that long ago, or your World War II, for that matter. And many during your current wars, many who exit during that and reincarnate once again without memory, but the pain still lives within. Many in your world have no clue of this, but the chamber of those secrets will be opened within the souls over time. Blessings to you. This is all we can inform as for information at this time. We will be bringing, as I say, more information of your planet and its situation at this moment. But many treaties have been signed, you can say, allowing our energies to flow more clearly into your society. Over the next couple of months, you will see an influx of information of alien and many humans connecting with us in this way and others. That is all we can see at this time. Blessings to you. Much more. Greetings. I am Novak. Blessings to you, Reptilian, the handsomest reptilian on the planet. Blessings to you, Earthlings. So, there are changes coming, yes. Your Earth is not ready, but many aliens have finally got approval for messages that will be coming in the next coming days, not at this time. They are just preparing, giving you an introduction, you could say. Yes, some mentioned your Rothschild and your, what is it, Rockefeller. Oh yes, the human corpse is still alive. Your David Rockefeller at this time is not necessarily near death. He has many, what do you call it, changes within his body of medicines to keep him alive at this time. Many of your governments are actually working to keep him alive, from what I'm gathering. He should have croaked a long time ago, but what is going through his veins is not necessarily human at this time. It was human blood, for that matter. Your Rothschilds are quiet as usual, but they are plotting always against your world, but they are arrogant, but they realize their reign here will not last forever. Their time here is going to be eclipsed by a new awakening. Even those that are younger ages are kind of afraid, because many are not following in their footsteps, and they don't have to like that too much. Many are not as cruel and wicked as they are. So they do not like this new generation of human. It's kind of disrupting their way of life, but they are finding ways around it. They know how to change one's mind, let's put it that way. But as for your Earth changes, there are many to come. As for Earth's vibration is shifting dramatically, where aliens can connect more to your society and open up what was once a forbidden knowledge of our presence here, such as within your financial situation, your financial sectors, of how much alien energy is truly there. Your desert areas, to some degree, of what is happening in your shadow areas is not necessarily important at this time. Many underground projects are being put in place as for put into your society. As for what you consume, as for drinks and food, much of that is Black Project, as you call it that. They don't call it that. But this is their medicine to keep your society asleep. It's in your foods. It is usually hard to avoid. It's just the one way to keep the soul from really connecting to Mother Earth. As your foods connect you to Mother Earth, what is being processed now is keeping you away from that. But there are ways around that, as for blessings and positive intentions and other methods. But their shift is moving within. The aliens are going to become more careful with their words, but let more out. But that is all I can say at this time. They're still organizing at this moment. They just at least want to put that out there. As many movements, such as this channel orbit, will eventually be moving places around. You'll be traveling to certain areas, but that is all we have for he is not here to listen at this time. But for many of you, be ready for more visitations. They are in the works at this time. I can stay for a little bit for questions, but there's someone else on the list that comes through. I can stay for a little bit.
Okay, Chloe, you're first.
Okay, hello.
Yes.
I'm going to be going to college soon, and I'm really independent and don't like being told what to do. And I also get very angry about the school system.
Yes.
Do you have any suggestions on how I could make it through the system like easier and with less anger and stress?
Yes, don't go. Be patient with them. Be patient with yourself also. Let them say what they have to say and find some comfort zone there where it makes you feel welcomed, where you feel that you can make this work for you. But it's going to be hard, yes, because you have had many lifetimes where it's just like your way worked better than theirs, and this is the same situation with them. So just be patient with them, and you'll just find something that you enjoy in life and concentrate on that. I know your schoolwork and all that, but don't mind them so much. You're going to have to deal with what they call life. But that will be changing over time. We see. They'll may become easier to deal with over time. We do see that. Thank you.
Oh, thank you. And my family's planning to move to Oregon soon. Do you see our highest good in moving immediately, or would it be better to wait 2 or 3 years?
The only message I can say is take your time with it, think it out clearly. But other than that, I think it does feel like it's a good idea. Your family has a lot of connections there. They might not be fully aware of or ever be able to connect with that. Through past lives, you have a history there. Interesting. That is why there's a draw there. But that is up to them. But slowly is good. Few years if you feel that is wise, but just to take it slowly. That's the only answer I have for that.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Alright, next question is from Warrior. His first question is, how many guides do I have with me at this time, and do they have any messages for me?
3 guides at this. It goes up to 5 at times. One moment. That's your message. One moment. You're connecting to Pleiadians at this time. Also, the Zetas have many messages. As for your lifetimes with them, they will become more clear about that, but they are holding much back. They are letting you get used to their energy first. They seem to be visiting you at night and touching your forehead. They seem to like doing that. At least the Zetas do. You might not be able to notice it, but they do that often. They read your mind, but also connect with you in astral. And you're also very connected to Ashtar Command and the Pleiadians within that group. Thank you.
Second question is, do I have more Pleiadian or Alpha Draconian DNA?
Pleiadian, but your Alpha Draconian comes very close. But Pleiadian.
Okay, Ra, you're next.
Hi, thank you for connecting with us. I had a few questions. My first question was, what are the names of my main guides?
Your main guide keeps saying the name of Dronis. I'm not sure if that's... There's a connection there for that name. He has many names, but that is the one he wants to use with you at this time. You also have a female guide named Aaliyah. She is blonde, very angelic looking. She assists you with communications and connects you with the angelic worlds also. Thank you.
And my second question is, do I have connections to the mantis beings? And if so, is it from past lives?
Yes. Also, many insectoids, without going, the bee species are very connected to. But yes, the mantis, yes, you've had many lifetimes that are connected to the grays with them. But this bee species, they'll be more clear about that over time. You're very connected to them also.
Okay, and I had one request. May I receive assistance in removing toxins from my body?
Yes, the Pleiadians will assist you with that. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Much love.
Alright, Bianca, you're next.
Yeah, I wanted to know what starship have I been connecting to lately?
What starship, like the name, or what are you looking for?
Like what species maybe it's from, or the name of it, whatever you can give me on it.
It's mostly reptilian at this time. Zeta, mostly reptilian, like a royalty within the reptilian species you've been connecting to. So this is not Draconian. This is another species. They're not saying exactly what they are.
Oh.
But it is a royalty reptilian species.
Alright, thank you. And any messages for me from anyone around me? And that's it. Thank you.
Yes, there is a elderly woman around you in spirit. She says, watch out for your children and their safety. There's a lot of strangers around that area. Just to be more watchful of them. There seems to be more activity around where you live, apparently.
Yeah, there has been. Alright, thank you.
Blessings.
Okay, my name is Joe.
Yes.
I want to know why there's so many black orbs and weird shit going on last couple days.
The black orbs are not identifying themselves at this time. But you're very woven within the universe at this time. You're very connected to different species, different organizations. I believe in Astral they've been very clear with this, but they seem to be keeping it from you. Some of those black orbs not necessarily reptilian, some of those are actually Pleiadian. That are just keeping an eye on you at this time. But your connections within these different alien groups, you're very active at this time. As for this part of this shift that is happening, you're very much involved with it. Also within the shadow governments, you're very much involved with it, giving orders and also receiving them, but you're more a part of the positive side of this, but you're working with much of the government's reasoning, bringing reason to them, as because they're not being very reasonable with humanity. And you're actually a part of this awakening process, as there's always negotiations going on, and you're very well involved with this. At least I can be allowed to say that. There's always more. Let's go ahead.
Alright, well, thank you. I don't have any other questions, so Carolina's next.
Thanks. Hi, I'm Carolina.
Yes.
I was wondering if you could tell me my connection with the angels and whether they have any messages for me.
Yes, there is only one moment. There is another one I'd be able to answer that question. Blessings to you. I will exit in this one range.
Thank you.
Blessings to you all. In this surrounding earth and your upbringing here, I am the Prime Creator. Much love to you. And all the angels are speaking to you. Mostly Michael, because you have a close relationship with him. But also Gabriel and Raphael are very side by side to you, because they're assisting you in your journey here, and you have all had reincarnated lifetimes together, and much of that will be awakened when it is due so. You've had many lifetimes of them war with them, but also this war, understand, brings many closer together. So it was not a bad, it was always bad. There's different versions of that. But it was not a nasty war, but it was not an easy one, but it brought many of you, these angels and you, together closer. And their message to you is to care for your health more. There is some sort of liquid that's not digesting within your system very correctly, it seems. They're not going into details of that. Or vitamin C might be of good use. That's what they're saying.
Thank you. Did you mean I had angelic past life?
Yes. No, these were human. Well, that also. You've all had that. You just don't remember. But these lifetimes with these angels, you've had humanoid lifetimes with them. In other realities. Because they have to live through human. How can angels help humans if they do not have humanoid lifetimes?
Well, thank you so much. Much love.
Much love.
Alright, next question is from Symmetry. Their first question is, any messages from any beings that will make sense to me, because I need some good advice on what to do with my life?
Concentrate on yourself. The little things matter most at this time. Don't think big, just think small. Care for your health also. There's much stresses around you, much dislike for this world, which is understandable because you're very Zeta. And you're connected to your family so much that you're sometimes driving yourself crazy because you'd much rather be somewhere else. And this Earth existence is not fitting well with you. Concentrate on the little things, find joy in the little things, and also rest more. But obviously, it's hard for you to rest because of the aggravation around you. I would advise to stay away from alcohol during this time. As for what will bring in more positivity, it is up to you. You're going through a phase of, it's like a blackout phase, it seems. It is just it's something you have to release yourself out of. There's also, you have many lifetimes you're holding on to you're unaware of at this time. Some are actually in their Civil War time that are still have not been released, and that's bothering. That is being much aggravation to you at this time. I'll send you energy and many angels to assist you.
Okay. Second question is, are there any messages from the trees I've tried to communicate with?
Yes, and they say trust the messages that come through. It's difficult for it to. You don't feel like it's coming through, but it is. Constant. It's like let your egos step aside for a moment, but the message to you, that way you can connect to them easier. The message to you, yes, they always, interesting. They've seen you in other lifetimes when you were taller. They keep imagining you as a taller person. That is what they say. But they send you love always, and they are assisting you in this time of grief that you are going through. They say to think more positively, but you will get through it, but you need time to get through it, though. That's all.
Okay, Stacy, you're next.
Hi there, blessings.
Yes.
I'm glad you came through. I have a good question for you.
Yes.
So I have a question about an experience that I had in Astral Friday night or Friday morning or something. And what I remember was that my boyfriend and I were on what I thought was a date. We were in the middle of this desert, and it was like this private orchestra or like this symphony, and it was really romantic. And then the next thing I knew, he was breaking up with me. And then after that, I had noticed that I was pushing out of my abdomen, which looked like a sliver. And at first I thought it was like a wooden sliver, and then as it kept coming out and kept coming out, it was pretty solid. And as it came out, it was like a metal sliver. And then after that, this little sort of centipede, oh, it was disgusting. This little centipede came out afterwards that was totally white, and I killed it and woke up. And when I woke up, I felt like I was totally done with being insecure about my relationship, being insecure about my body, everything. And I was just wondering if you could tell me what that experience was and if it was an astral.
That was an astral, but it was also fear that is old fear. There's no. Yes, you're getting more mature in this relationship, and all the fears and all the aggravations of what you've had in other lifetimes, other situations, are not here any longer. So you're just clearing all of that out. You're letting all of that out. That is all that is.
Was that on like an Andromedan system?
Yes, I believe so. Yes.
I felt like the music was probably something that had to do with Andromeda.
Yes, they're assisting you on letting go. That way, you let it go of the past, it's easier to connect in the present.
Yeah. Okay. That's interesting. Thank you so much. I felt really good when I woke up in the morning, which was nice.
Yes, you're letting all of that out. That's fine.
Yeah, it's good for a change. Okay, so my second question, I was just wondering if any of my guides, or specifically Ren, my ninth dimension, well, he's helping me train in ninth dimension, if any of my guides or Ren specifically has any messages.
Yes, to think positive. Yes, you're going to be going through some transitions, such as that dream was one. There'll be others, not necessarily hard tests, but many transitions you'll be going through. So to keep your spirits up. Life-changing moments are coming, nothing to worry about.
Okay, I've had so many life-changing moments, it's hard to...
They're going to increase more rapidly, but it is for the better, though. You will understand. Just that's why they say keep your spirits high. but you will be fine.
Okay, thank you. I'm going to ask a couple questions for Julie,
Yes.
my friend Julie.
That's
Her first question was she just wants to know what elemental she's closely connected to.
the fairies.
Yeah.
That was an easy one.
Yeah.
They're around her all the time. They talk to her all the time. Even I believe she has children, correct? Yes, children, yes. They're around often. Her children are actually fairies in recent lifetimes also.
Mm-hmm. Okay. That's interesting. I think she already knew the answer to that one. Okay, so the second question for Julie. She had a hawk outside of her house for a couple days, and she's in a pretty rural neighborhood. Like, it's pretty busy. And so she wants to know how she's connected to that hawk and if it had any messages for her.
Through different past lives, to go into details. Yes, connected to the Carians. This is an alien species. Also, mostly the hawk people she's involved with is in Agartha, which she was a hawk person. It's easier to identify by that. But she's had many lifetimes as a hawk person during that incarnation, several incarnations within Agartha. This is quite normal in Agartha, especially to be a bird being, because birds can fly through the sky where not many beings can do that. Most walk among the earth. But to fly is a uniqueness that is much recognized with pride to see connect to creatures with wings, I should say. But as for messages, that was technically part of the message, but the other one, the hawk people are protecting her at this time during these trial moments. And they will be making themselves more known in your future state. More past lives with connecting to them will come through her dreams.
Okay.
Blessings.
That's good. Thank you so much. And I just want to take the opportunity. Thank you for love and support and your patience with me and my trust issues.
Yes, this is okay. You are not being judged.
Okay, thank you. Blessings.
Blessings.
Okay, next question is from Xiao. She would like to know. First question. I realize that I have an incorrect thinking in my subconscious that needs to be cured, and I believe Pleiadians are helping me with this. Please ask them how long it would take to see this thinking to be fully purified.
To be fully evolved the way you like will be 6 months, but you realize that's a long time for you. We feel within the end of this week you will feel a change, and that change will make a big difference in your thinking. So for the most part, it has been repaired, but it will always be refining itself for the next few months. Blessings.
Okay, next question is, who implanted this thinking idea into my subconscious? Myself or the malevolent beings?
The malevolent beings, I believe these are reptilians that you've been doing battles with for some time now. And astral. And these beings this is going to go on for some time, it seems. You just can't seem to agree on anything, so we do see this proceeding. But you will be able to handle it better. As for implants, I see you be able to identify it and release them on your own. Very shortly, I see you doing this, because you'll be able to see beyond what they are doing around you. I do see that coming very shortly. Blessings.
Okay, let's see. Christy, you're next.
Hello, my first question is I had gone outside on Saturday and saw and videoed an orb ship And I was thinking in the car today, driving home, that was associated with my connection with Maria Orsic, the Vril Society, the leader uh, of the Vril Society. Can you tell me, because I was thinking either she's my higher self, or what happened during that experience, really, because I started really thinking about her after that happened.
One moment. This one has a lot of Pleiadian energies around her, and your connection with her is very alien. And during this event, I believe her alien side of her became more known, at least to her, and after that event. But she still doesn't quite understand it at this point. But I believe you are coaching her at this time. This is what the connection you feel with her.
Coaching her, like, for humanity,
Yes.
like she's more
Yeah.
alien, so she's wanting to learn from
Yes.
my experience.
Yes.
What is the purpose of? I know that is the reason for it, but is it because have we had like that connection or something before? Like, why did
No.
she choose me?
Yes,
And I choose her.
we've had many Pleiadian incarnations. Even also Reptilian, but it was mostly humanoid Pleiadian hybrid Reptilian. And you're connected to her. Yes, you're a much older soul than she is, I believe. And you've had many lifetimes with her where you were guiding her. And this one was unstable for her to a certain degree.
That's really cool. Thank you so much.
Yes.
And I have a second question. My dream I had on Saturday or Sunday night. It was around that same time. I think it was the same night I saw the orb ship. I dreamed of two different things that had to do with the World War II. I was in a airplane, like the airplane flying over that drops the bombs, for that time. But I was I felt like I was Hitler's son. Like it was that I felt like there wasn't no meanness or nothing between us.
No.
And I was younger, and I looked at him because the thing was open, like he was going to be jumping out of the airplane, like with a parachute. And I asked him, I said, "What are you doing? Why are you falling? It's just black down there." Because I couldn't see; it was like nighttime.
Yes.
And he said, "This is Operation High Jump," and he jumped out. And I thought, what's that mean? And I didn't understand that fully.
I believe this happened in Astral. Not to say you were not connecting him during that time. I believe you were. But what you were experiencing was through Astral. But it was another reality.
Another
But yes.
reality.
But you are connected to him very closely. Not to go into details here publicly.
Yeah, he didn't feel negative like that. I didn't feel that from him. I just
Yes, this is a different
felt
reality.
neutral.
Yes.
Yeah, like a neutral
It's a
from her
different
as well too.
Yes, it's another aspect of him. Yes.
Okay, thank you so much. Much love to you.
Rand, do you want to go next?
Yes, sure. Hello, thanks for being here. My first question is about, I wanted to know if I have a connection to the Inner Earth Alliance, and what it is, if I have one.
Yes, that is a Pleiadian alliance, I believe. Yes. It is many different species, for the most part, is Pleiadian. It is connected to Agartha, yes, but it is Pleiadian.
Yes. Will I be meeting them, or will I have a connection with them in the disclosure when they come to meet us?
Yes, but yes, you are already connecting with them now, but the memories the memories do not stick. But yes, you are there Quite often, it seems. You also, yes, you're in some regard an ambassador within their society, making decisions. I see you making decisions often there.
In the alliance, or?
Yes, within the alliance.
Within the alliance, okay. Well, I will be happy to meet them when they come.
Yes, you are there as a silver Pleiadian.
Okay. Well, my second question is about that a dream I had last night. The dream was very long, so I won't explain it all. It was about I was on another planet and I met a group of people. These people said to me that my arrival there made them awaken, made them wake up.
Yes.
And then I found all these crystals, and they led me. After I found the crystals, they led me to a house made of crystal, or a mountain. And then we were playing together, and I met a kid which shifted from a Zeta form and back to human form. And they gave me something. Who were these people, and what were we doing there? I mean, other than that, why? I just want to understand it more. And is there a message from them?
They don't necessarily have a name. They are the crystal beings. They can take any form they wish. Zeta is one, human is one. Many Zetas use their abilities, use their crystals to change form. And you're a part of this. As I said, they don't necessarily have a name, but the crystal beings are very close to, as I believe you've already connected to in the past. Messages here. Where crystals are used to operate the universe to a certain degree. As for alien technologies, in some ways you are a keeper of this knowledge, and usually, I would not say hidden all the time, but you are usually in a secretive place, along with other beings, because this knowledge you carry is very sacred. But many wish to have this information that you have. There's much knowledge buried within your soul at this time. That's not a correct word to use it, but where you have had many lifetimes that not even any aliens can technically connect to, because they are not allowed to. So we are connected to a sacred information at this time.
Okay, so I am protecting this knowledge.
Yes. What is being disclosed is okay, and whatever else you disclose is fine, because it's hard for a human to decipher all what is hidden.
Yeah. Can I ask why inside me?
Because you're a part of this race. And there are many are humanoid, but they're connected to the crystal energies. And there's so many within this race that other beings wish to take this knowledge and use it for wrongdoing. So this will become more known to you. So whatever you have, whatever knowledge you receive, can lift many spirits up, can change their perspective also. So it is okay to say whatever is on your mind to others, definitely. Not to worry you're disclosing anything, because you will not be able to remember what you cannot disclose. If that helps you at all.
Okay, yes.
And this will come in more clearly over time.
Yes, it has already started, yes.
Yes.
Well, thank you very much for answering the questions. Thank you. Blessing.
Thank you. Who is speaking, just for the record?
The Prime Creator.
Okay. Next is Cynthia.
Hello, Prime Creator. Thank you.
Yes.
My first question is, what elemental beings are around me at this time?
One moment. Strangely enough, many fish beings are around you at this time. They are not quite known here, but they wish to be known around you. You're connected to the oceans very... That's all as far as I'm going to go into detail of who they are. They're humanoid, but they are connected to the sea life of your Earth. And they will be... You've had so many lifetimes within the oceans, protecting sea life. This will all evolve over time. But you're also connected to... the fairies. As for them being around you, is the fairies and many nymphs are around you also. And they want to say gnomes. Gnomes also are there. They are very tricky. They stay quiet very often, but they are around. I'm not sure if you ever feel like laughing for no reason. They are around. They are causing that.
Awesome. I welcome them.
Or if a joke comes to you or some sort of laughter, a lot of that is them.
Amazing. Thank you. My second question is if I have any messages.
A general message is that Michael is around you at this time, protecting you, helping you go into the right direction, because there's many choices around you that you're not sure of. So he's assisting you at this time to find your way that brings you more happiness.
Thank you. Blessings. Much love.
Blessings.
Okay, I'm sorry, I got the list a little bit messed up. So, Raymond, you're next. Stargazer.
I believe he's here.
Yeah, I am here, but let Kim go before me.
Very well.
Thank you so much. My question is this. I have a friend that had a concern the other day and called me for help, and I want to know if what the message that I gave him, if it was the right message.
Yes. It was the right message. It was the best for that time, but yes. It helped a lot.
Okay. Blessings.
Yes.
Yes, go ahead.
All right. My question is, and it goes out to Ashtar Command.
Yes.
Have I made my atonement?
Yes, I believe so.
All right. I also have Zion's question, and she would like to know, and this is in her words. I like to know why I have been seeing my hybrid children lately, and why are the Greys coming back into my life? And thank you.
You're going into an awakening of some kind. It is not full awakening, but they're bringing messages to you, but also you're traveling with them in astral. That's for why you're... This is for the Greys. That's for your hybrid children. They're checking in on you because you're going through... Earth is going through a shift at this time, and they want to be involved with it, but they're also checking in on you, but they're not going into details one moment.
All right, and she got the message.
Yes. Good. Blessings. Much love.
Much love.
Yes. Would you like to do the chat questions now?
Yes.
Mundane questions. One. Okay. Stephen Davies asked, an AT with white skin looking patches come to me. Shook hands, I felt the ET's skin claws. It was great. Who was this and what was their message?
One moment. It seems as if this is a Zeta race. One that is not too known. One with claws, one with disfigurement. Is very connected to you as a messenger, I believe, from the future. You have a future incarnation that's connecting to this race. It's another evolution of the Zetas. They're also connected to the Pleiadians also. This is more of a Zeta experiment, it seems. As for messages, they don't have one at this time. But they will be visiting more often, it seems.
Second question. A Zeta Grey came to visit me. My body was shaking loads. Why was this? Was there a message?
Your connection with them in astral is... The reason you are shaking is because your involvement with them in astral. Well, it's as if you're seeing an old relative for a long time. I do not believe it was negative that you're connecting to them, but it is... You're becoming more awakened to your astral side and your 3D side. So it's just your psych. We just saw you in astral and now you are here. That is part of that shaking. Okay.
It is what it is. Let's wrap it up here.
Is there anything else?
You can go on if you wish. I'm leaving.
Much love and healing. Much light. Thank you for coming and helping.
Thank you. Okay. Alright, I guess we'll sign off. Anybody like to do a blessing?
I'll do a blessing before we leave. Yeah, if you want to continue channeling, Ivan, I can take over the moderating if you want to. If you want to continue on.
That's okay.
Okay, I'll do a blessing.
Okay.
I'll do one. Okay, I'll do one. Claire's got to do one after me as well. Shote yeke arata a wo rusuku ushutu di e anawata dayawase te yenesheyo koro o yono haya de a o shatawa.
Thank you.
Claire's got to do one.
Kamoyo koko saya tarde si puko sho samana na saya to sorto saya ka inayata sa payo to sorto samana.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. All right, there you go. Next one's on Thursday night, so blessings. Good night.